Prince Harry abruptly and furiously exited a taping of the Kelly Clarkson show after a seemingly innocuous exchange with guest star Kate Winslet spiraled into a public dressing down that left the audience stunned and the prince visibly shaken. The incident, which insiders are calling a catastrophic PR failure, unfolded during a joint segment with Winslet, who was also a guest. The palpable tension began when Kelly Clarkson, in her typically effervescent style, introduced Harry as the Duke of Sussex, a true prince among men. Winslet, however, seemed to seize the moment for a pointed commentary. According to audience members and production staff, Winslet smiled wryly and interjected, "Hold on, Kelly. Prince among men is one thing, but can we be clear? He's not exactly royalty anymore, is he? I believe we're meant to address him as Harry, the gentleman who lives in California and has a rather lovely podcast." The air in the studio immediately froze. Harry's initial smile vanished, replaced by a stony, almost hostile expression. He leaned forward, attempting to laugh it off, but his voice was tight. "Well, Kate, I think that's a rather uncharitable way of putting it," he reportedly said, his British accent more pronounced with indignation. "I do believe a royal title, particularly one bestowed by my grandmother, is not something one can simply deny or dismiss on a whim. It is a birthright, and a part of my identity." This first controversial exchange set the stage for an even more explosive confrontation. Winslet, far from backing down, reportedly doubled down on her initial statement. "Identity is a very interesting word, Harry," she countered, her tone shifting from playful to serious. "You chose to step away from the role that title represents. You chose a different path. And with that choice, you accepted the terms. The public doesn't owe you the respect of a title you have, by your own admission, largely abandoned. You wanted to be a private citizen, that's what a private citizen gets." The audience, which had been holding its collective breath, reportedly broke into a smattering of applause and murmurs of agreement, a sound that sources say infuriated the prince. Harry, who has long been known for his passionate and at times volatile nature, reportedly rose from his seat, his face flushed. "This is completely out of line," he snapped, his voice loud enough to be heard clearly over the chaos. "This is not what I came here for. To be denied a basic level of respect, on a public platform, by a supposed colleague. It's simply unacceptable." He then, without another word, turned and walked off the stage, leaving Kelly Clarkson and a bewildered Winslet looking at each other in stunned silence. The show immediately cut to commercial as producers scrambled to deal with the fallout. The deeper controversy, however, lies in what this moment reveals about the Sussex brand itself. Since their move to America, Harry and Meghan have carefully curated a public image built on authenticity, vulnerability, and a supposed desire for a more private, normal life. This public meltdown, however, seems to completely contradict that narrative. It suggests that the prince is far from a regular celebrity and that the denial of royalty is a trigger he is not prepared to handle. This leaves his American career in a precarious position. The very platforms that have courted him, talk shows, streaming services, and podcasts, are now seeing a live demonstration of just how volatile their new celebrity can be. Is the risk of a public eruption worth the get?